begin. Hello and welcome to the Anfield Boot Room. Welcome back. It's been only a short time since I last left you. I think it was... the Capital One Cup final. There we go. Which we won. Lovely stuff. Obviously, it's not been long, so we played a few games. Villa doing Forest in the Cup. Getting through comfortably against Salzburg. Humping Hull. Beating Swansea with the Youngers. Smashing West Ham. Absolutely annihilating Cardiff. My God. Beating Chelsea 4-0 in the first leg, which is kind of... it ruined my plan a bit. So these three games quite tight together. Quarter-final, semi-final, quarter-final. And as you can see, I lost the semi-final against Tottenham. Frustrating game, because as you'll see from the match stats, I had 2 clear-cut chances and hit the woodwork twice. And yet conspired to lose 2-1. Frustration. That is because I played an entirely, apart from Rully, an entirely fresh starting 11 from my very impressive win against Chelsea, because I think I got it too far into my head about this obsession with the Champions League, and I thought, right, I'll record the second leg, but I have to have my fresh starting 11. They have to be super fresh, and then we'll secure the win. But having said that, if I lose, if I lose 5-0 to Chelsea away, which I've played them early in the season, probably I beat them 5-0 at home. So I beat them 4-0 and 5-0 and 3-1. All at home, interestingly, curiously. But I'm sure playing them away wouldn't make that much difference. So I and to be honest, looking at the squad, the guys who did play in the Tottenham game aren't even that tired. So I really buggered it, basically. But I am recording this nonetheless because I want to closely follow this new obsession with winning the Champions League. And I thought this game would be full of jeopardy. Obviously, we're 4-0 up from the first leg, so the jeopardy is limited. And I'm now out of the FA Cup, which I thought probably wasn't so... comparatively a minor competition. Although now I'm out, I feel like I could have played a better side. Frustrating. But anyway, the game itself was frustrating, and they were lucky to win it. But yeah, so all that remains is the Champions League, and also then, ideally, an unbeaten Premier League season, which we've got some tricky games coming up. So I've got Man City away, Chelsea away, Tottenham at home, Everton away. These are tricky teams. But yeah, so we've set up the team. We're going to go ahead with the game, even though there is no jeopardy. I hoped there to be more. So let's have a little look at some of the tournament top scorers. I've not heard of him, but he's not very good. So, but he top scored for Partizan, and he now plays for Forest. That's funny. Giovanni Simeone, of course, Diego Simeone's son. I wonder if he likes him, probably. Yeah, there we go. Football Manager doesn't tend to miss that sort of thing. And Matthias Bianchi. It annoys me that when he does well. So he's done really well this season. It's been his breakout season for Real Madrid. Because I could have signed him on a free there. But of course, my usual curse of my wage budget, it was at the time when all my players come back from loan, and I couldn't sign him because I genuinely couldn't even get the wages for him, his 18-year-old self. So of course Real Madrid then waded in. But yeah, okay, so he's done appallingly in the league but really well in the cup, which is strange. Anyways, right, let's charge on with the match. Second leg against Chelsea. See, I had just absolutely played myself. I should have played a stronger starting lineup. This Chelsea team are no mugs, but they're I say this before we play them, obviously. They're a fading force. What made them so unbelievable at the start of the game, and what won them the in-game Premier League, I'm sure, at least once, was the likes of Diego Costa, Eden Hazard, Matic, and all these guys are now kind of fading, getting older, getting slower. Costa now apparently can't play a couple of games in a week, which is fine. I mean, Oscar even. I mean, he's very, very good, and he's 29, so actually he should be at the height of his powers, and he is still doing well. And they're no mugs, but they were once absolutely ruthless. Okay, so don't get complacent. Yep, that seems to have worked. Defense, I have faith in you. Okay, midfield, I have faith in you. I'm looking at you, Raheem Sterling. Nope, and you're not happy either. Fine, whatever. Cool. All right, so we've got pretty much a good starting lineup here, all fresh from my having rested them against Tottenham, which was a stupid idea. But yeah, so really, I'm hoping that we prove our mettle and we win this game away in the Champions League, which is something we've previously struggled with. And we start with a goal, a most curious goal. Courtois, who was amazing in the first leg, keeping it to 4, has scored an own goal. So Memphis hammers it in. George Alagaya goes up for the header. Courtois flops it, just slaps it up in the air, and it drops into the net. So 10 minutes in, we're already 1-0 up. That's an away goal, if it comes to that. I just suspect it might not. Guys. So we're 1-0 up without having a shot on target. That I always love that. That usually happens against me. But yeah, okay, so good stuff. In another interview, they said to me, Carlos Baiano, as a Liverpool lad, he understands the nature of the derby. Ridiculous. But he is a Liverpool homegrown talent, because I got him in when he was 18, because I'm an absolute legend. Pogba now distributing out to Messi, who took the corner. Messi gets tackled. Messi is stunning. I brought him on. I can't remember. I think it was 1-1 in this game, and I brought Messi on at half time, and he scored 2 goals, and we won. Ooh, Lukaku there, showing that he's not the fading force that potentially I attributed him to. Ooh, and they've just hit the woodwork. Well, good luck. Oh, is Saul going to get sent off as well? No. Okay. So a harsh penalty off the ball. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Well, go on. And Hazard scores. Not a surprise, you would think. But apparently a harshly given pen, given that it was nowhere near the ball. You'd got to be thinking it's got to be clear cut if you're nowhere near the ball. Interesting. Pogba, have a shot, mate. Oh, he's just... that is a glorious ball through to Martin Odegaard, who doesn't score enough. I don't seem to get enough goals from that centre attacking midfield slot. Seem to get fair assists. But Coutinho never scored enough goals, and I was constantly training him on his long shooting, and it never quite emerged. Memphis crashes one over the bar. We seem to be doing quite well from set pieces. But yeah. So yeah, anyway, Pogba plays a great ball through to Odegaard and scores. Oh, who's that off there? Carlos Baiano, I'm just bringing him back from injury, and he's off on the side injured, which is fab. All three of my first choice strikers. So obviously I've got 2 striker places. Oh God, he just gets back onto the pitch and Kim Jae-ha kicks him on. I've got, oh wow, and gets a red card. That is interesting. Saul is also putting in some crunching tackles, considering he's on a yellow. Oh, what a pathetic finish. Great build-up, pathetic finish. So yeah, all 3 of my first-choice strikers, so Messi, Carlos Baiano and Divock Origi, all say they want more first-team football. And they're all worried about not getting enough first-team football and all that sort of thing. And it really puzzles me, because they can't all not be getting first-team football. And Carlos Baiano has just been, what a great goal from that lad. Carlos Baiano, Liverpool lad, pure inspiration, with 3-1 up, not even half time yet, 7-1 on aggregate. Did I really need? I could have just reversed. I could have played my first team in the semi-final, but then I didn't want to be mugged off in this game. And it is my overall aim to win the Champions League. I exhaust myself sometimes, guys. But yeah, Bayonna's just been injured. It's been Origi and Messi have been my starters, and they're saying they're not getting enough first team football. I do like to rotate. I do like to keep people fresh, and we do play a lot of games. So it's not beyond the realms a bit of rotation. But yeah, I'm going to take Sewell off because he's got a yellow and he's a bit tired. There's no one fun to really bring on, I guess. Mamana. Yeah, bring on Mamana and put him on the right because he's a bit more creative. Could bring on Scouse. Oh, I'll tell you what, actually, maybe I should leave Sewell on. He might get sent off though. No, we'll take Sewell off because I think it's probably for the best. Then we'll bring on Scouse Miguel or Tall Nick or Vladimiros. Some of these guys need games. Give Scouse Miguel a run out because he hardly ever gets any games. And we'll take off. Who will we take off? Sterling. There we go. Job's a good one. There we are. So giving Scouse Miguel a run out. He scored his first goal for the team. So Scouse Miguel, if you're not familiar with him, is a product of the Liverpool Academy, like genuinely, but from our Uruguayan associated side. What are they called? Affiliate? Something, yeah. Nacional. So he came directly from them to us in our youth crop. I thought he was going to be literally the best thing since sliced bread. His Hazard. Oh, a good goal there from Hazard. So 3-2. We're leading 3-2 away to Chelsea. That's not too bad, Going to wait till about 70 to make my final sub. But yes, this lad Scouse Miguel, he has the consistency. He has the big game. And he's got a really interesting set of stats. He's lightning quick with good dribbling, good crossing, good creativity. So, a tailor-made replacement for Raheem Sterling. But yeah, his potential took a little bit of a collapse, and I was a bit annoyed. But he scored his first goal the other day, and it was pointed out to me that that's the first genuine academy product, to score a goal. And so I was quite happy. Right, who should we bring on now? Tornik or Vladimiros? I'll tell you what, we're going for Vladimiros, and he can play left wing, so he can get a bit of experience playing on the left wing because I'm training him to play there. Vladimiros, an excellent player. He's playing really well this season. Complained about lack of first team football. That's fine, whatever, mate. Oh, Bayano could have scored another one. I'm glad he's got his eye in Bayano. Back from injury. You want them to be the same player that you know and love. And if they're not, you get a little bit upset. Oh, great vision there to Vladimiros. What can he do? He spoofs it right over the bar. And wide, in fact. So, high, wide and handsome. High, wide and not so handsome. Scouse Miguel get involved. Oh, Messi hits the bar with a very tasty curling shot. Right, Wonton Gill. Of course, he's got the pace to get back there because he's a very pacey guy. And a lot of my teams seem to have a lot of pace. Oh, Pogba, you'd think that would tee up for you perfectly, mate. But no, over the bar. Fine. So yeah, we're still winning 3-2 on the night, and that's 7-2 overall. Chelsea are putting in a manful defensive display. We just got some post. And for God's sake, right, I'm going to go open the door. Freaking hell, this literally always happens. So he tried to get the Amazon delivery through the post box, realised he couldn't get it through the post box, rang the doorbell. So annoying. All the time when I record these lovely videos. Anyway, Pogba plays it through, one-time Gill, drops his shoulder, accelerates away from the man, but Courtois is no mug, and recovers nicely. So yeah, I was thinking getting to this stage in the game, you're genuinely getting the kind of the fruits of my labour coming through into the first team. Oh, excellent! So we've won that 3-2 away at Chelsea. That's a good sign. That was a real Jekyll and Hyde performance. No, I just thought it was good. Well done. Pogba, did Pogba get man of the match? No. Who got man of the match? One of their team? Surely not. Who got man of the match then? Hazard. Oh, he scored 2 goals, I guess. 2 goals for the losing side. Loser. Oh yeah, and they did have I forgot they had 10 men. I would have attacked maybe a little harder had I remembered that they had 10 men. What formation were they playing then? Oh dear. Oh well, it doesn't matter now. Will it show me on that? Yep. Should have been using the width. Should have... Oh dear. Silly Sam forgot that they got man sent off. I was just happy that it happened. But yeah, to go back to my original thought, the fruits of my labour coming through, where we've got not only early bath for a bad tackle, not only, for instance, Carlos Baiano, who has come, he's a great scorer for Brazil, he's a great scorer for me, he's a great player, and I bought him a long time ago when he was very, very young. Obviously, it wasn't 30 million at the time, but he has eclipsed all expectations and done really, really well. So we've got that type of player, 25 years of age, really coming to fruition in our squad. It's also then supplemented by, so obviously big, expensive buys like Paul Pogba, who is very, very good, but that's what happens when you're the richest club in the world by some 600 million or something. You've got Raheem Sterling, who's obviously already there. Actually, what is this being arranged by? We can have a look at it. Who's performing the best? Should I have a look at who's performing the best, or who's... Oh, Lord. Well, I'll just talk about it. It's fine. So, for instance, one of the best performers is Wantan Gill, who is 21 years old. He is a world-class talent, and he's kind of come through that, picked up for 750k. He's already earned his money back, and then gone on to become a very dominant, terrier-like defensive midfielder, which is lovely. So we're getting those sorts of people coming through. Like George Alagaya, world-class centre-back at the age of 22. He's absolutely beastly. I just love his tackling. You just know that he's going to win a tackle because he's concentrating real hard. He's real strong. And he was probably marking you quite well in the first place, and then he beasts you in the tackle. But he's 22, another homegrown talent. Lovely, lovely stuff. So you've got these sorts of people coming in. The wild cards of, from my extensive scouting knowledge, such as Tall Nick, who's done quite well this season. Everybody seems to like him quite a lot. I'm disappointed the number of long shots that he's not scoring. So actually, I might... I can't request a move. Why not? Oh, because he's being tutored. Can't do a move and be tutored at the same time. Fine. But he's a fun guy to work with. And, the likes of... So Christopher Sid has put in a shift as a reserve striker, but he's scored, whenever he's come on, he's scored. And he's another kind of product of putting for 600k. He's been around the block, and he genuinely has been around the block. One-time Gill I kind of introduced to the team a little while ago. This has been... Christopher Sid made his debut this season, in fact, at the age of, 21, 22. So, almost we're getting a real mature, if very large squad, which still needs trimming, with kind of, the good players that were around, such as Pogba and Messi. Great players that we've bought through from young, such as, if we go up to the top again, we've got, Carlos Baiano, got kind of Memphis, bought him when he was, 20, something like that. What is he now? He's 27, and I bought him... is that 7 years ago? So yeah, players that we brought through. Soul as well, absolutely stunning. 7.5 million, and he is just a beast. 25 years of age. So you see, there's the pattern there, the grouping of where how all these fantastic players sit within the squad. Pogba's worth 57 million, Raheem's worth 44, Odegaard, again, he was, to be fair, the big money buys have been necessary big money buys, 30 million, and he's having his best season ever, so that's pretty good. Milton is actually doing really, really well, scoring some goals, getting some high ratings, learning to play left wing. He's another big money buy. But yeah, you balance that with the guys who you buy for 750k, so and are worth 41.5 million. So that's where we are. Lots of players unhappy, unfortunately. Probably all the players that played against Tottenham. But yeah, and it's obvious to see. I think our if we look at the club finances. I looked at that recently and was like, whoa. But I mean, England ridiculously outperforming the rest of the world there, really. Where are Bayern? Hertha are above Bayern. They must have been taken over by someone anyway. The South Korean club just sneaking into the top 20 there. And 3 Saudi Arabian clubs just after Millwall, who have been taken over by a rich benefactor. That's quite funny. But England obviously overrepresented. I don't quite know why in the rich clubs. I guess it's our TV deals. That would be my guess. Wow, yeah, Russia you'd think would be higher up the list. Any other Russians? No. Interesting. But yes. So this is how it will look. When's the draw for the semi-final? Do we know? I might just see. Champions Cup semi-final. This one will be drawn in 2 days. Let's go on and see. Actually, who could we? Oh, lordy me! Right, who could we be going through against? So you got PSG, who beat Valencia. Man United beat Real Madrid. Are you mad? Oh my god! So there's definitely going to be an English representative in the final. I mean, because we're going to be there, obviously. Oh, that's so interesting that both Real Madrid and and Juventus got done by Arsenal and Man United, who have been so pathetic in the league. That's really funny. Okay, well, look, I'm going to play on until that draw, just so we can see what's going on. George Alagay is amazing. I think we made you look... no, I'm not going to say anything about Eden Hazard. Wow, they really don't care what I think. I love this. Gabriel Jesus, 14 matches without finding the net since he left. And the board were like, Gabriel Jesus, we love him. Like that, 2 goals in 14 matches. And I know that both those goals came in one game. And it was quite early on. And I was like, oh, see, it was so early on, it doesn't even track it anymore. And I was like, oh dear. What have I done? He's not scored a single goal in the league. That's like, well, to be fair, it's not dissimilar to his record against me. Interesting. So being given nearly 3 million for that. Good. Let's go on to this draw, because I feel like that will be important. Whether we get to play one of our league rivals, Wolski. Oh yeah, a couple of my players are in the running to it. Oh yeah, that was why I got that notification. I think Media Foreign Player of the Year, Federico Gauner's in there. He's been playing left back for Roma all season. He's played a 7.8 average. He's not even that good. I don't understand how he's doing it. But he's worth 14.75 million, and he may well get sold. And he's inconsistent. Well, not according to his performances this season. He's been in Team of the Week nearly every friggin' week. As has actually Lorenzo Chrisitig, who I sold to Roma for 25 million. And I'm like, damn it, I knew he could be amazing. Right, yeah, Jar Jar's really good. Oh, we could do some funny names. The funny names have actually come to... Oh, right, we'll finish off. That's good, because I did that the wrong way around the other time. He's a world-class player. Yeah, and he's just got worse in all his training categories, for God's sake, man. Oh, well, that's good. That's good to know. George Lucetta. No, he's rubbish. Right, midweek game. The players are raring to go. Confident in the quality of my squad. The training has been excellent. So, really, really good stuff. What did I just get distracted by? I can't remember. Oh yeah, so we'll do the draw, then we'll do the funny names, and we'll finish on a high. Right, let's have a look. I don't really know who we want, to be fair. I mean, Man United. Let's look at their schedule so we can see how we've beaten them 1-0. We must have played them again. Yeah, we beat them 5-1. And that was at Old Trafford, so that's maybe a good sign. I mean, they're a decent team. They're second in the league. Everyone else seems to have made so many mistakes in the league and dropped so many points. Like, it's mad. And they all take points off each other, which is like brilliant. Like, third in the league's lost 8 games. Seems mental. But yeah, and 8th in the league's lost 9. So, But yeah, I forgot to actually mention, I've officially won the league. It was at the beginning of this month. I didn't really realise it was going to happen. But yeah, everyone else went on such a crap run that I'm absolutely bossing it. And interesting, you see the top goal scorers there. So Juan Aralaga, who's going to come back here and score loads of goals. Balotelli, who was here last season scoring loads of goals. They've all got that Liverpool imprint on them, which I find amusing. But yeah, everyone else has been pretty crappy in the league. Whereas, I don't know, I'm still undefeated. So that's, touch wood, that will continue. So we could have Man United. Is Juan Mata unregistered? What? Can't be registered for the next match? What is their next match? Please let it be Europe, because how is he unregistered against Burnley? What on earth is going on? Who is their manager? How have they allowed this? It's Guardiola. Okay. So clearly an excellent manager who doesn't want to register Juan Mata for the league, which is a weird thing to do. So who else is maybe in the draw? We've got Paris Saint-Germain, who are second in League One. That's hilarious because they've never lost it. Oh, very funny. Go on, Olympique Lyonnais with Lucas Cano. Oh yeah, they're my affiliates as well. Olympique Lyonnais, they're officially a feeder club of mine. Ha ha ha. Okay, so Paris, they got good old Oleg in charge, former Arsenal fullback. They've got some good players. Isco, Kovacic, Mora, Marquinhos. Gahart is good as well. Okay, so these guys they're pretty good at football. They got Mamadou Sakho, of course, the legendary centre back who I sold their way for a lot of money. Wanyama still hanging about. Okay, they're a good side. And Arsenal, who are 5th in the league, who we recently, to be fair, no, not tactics schedule. We recently, let's see, from the start of the season. So we beat them 6-0. Amazing. Then what else happened? We beat them 3-0. We beat them 3-1. Amazing. Oh dear. So basically, by the look of it, I think we won Arsenal. But having said that, they're still a talented side. It's important to say that. And they knocked out Juve, was it? Right. And we won. What do we want? I probably want, I don't know, away first leg? They've got this. Okay, so home first leg against Man United. Okay. All right, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we'll smash them in the first leg. Cool. Okay, so we know that will probably be the next recorded video. When that is, great. Straight after the game against Chelsea and Man City. Amazing, thanks so much. So we've got Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Tottenham, Man United. Where's it? Dear me, come on, game mechanics. Man United, Everton. Yikes, that is quite a run. And that's all within a couple of days of each other, which is lovely. Literally 2 days. A Sunday kickoff. You've got to be rearranging that. Maybe that's why that's on loan. They've got to be rearranging it. Okay, let's have a look now at some funny names. And there are some, I don't want to say there are some crackers and then disappoint, but there are some absolute crackers. Right, so this is how I generally organise it. Although I seem to have loads of players are really weirdly. None of these are funny names. Oh no, some of them are. Some of them are. Okay, yeah. So Nathan Flores, I thought that was funny. He's also a Kiwi, which very rarely actually even come into the game, so that's nice. Wolfgang Butt is just normal. That's just a normal standard. Oh, what do you want in your sandwich, Mitchell? Just ham. Oh, well, made me laugh. Shut up. So yeah, there's Mike Baddie Banger. Baddie Banger, yeah. So he's ditched a hard life on the streets of Colchester to pursue his dream of for professional football. As you can see, he's really, really brave because he bangs baddies. You got Lee Lily Green. That just made me chuckle because it's funny. Lucky Sithole. Oh, you lucky Sithole. It sounds like you're trying to replace, like John and Ennis radio friendly swears. You lucky Sithole. Right, who else have we got? Tony McKillop. It's funny. Yinka Bachelor. I just thought Yinka was a really funny name. Yinka, time for dinner. Milenko Despotovich. I mean, surely, you can be, if your ancestors were bakers, then you call baker. If your, ancestors made hats, then you're like milliner or whatever it is. Wow, what an obscure example. But yeah, his ancestors clearly despots. So I don't know if he has some kind of. It'd be funny if he had a really weird personality. No, he's just balanced. He's learnt from their mistakes. Ibrahim Mamani. When he doesn't turn up for training, he could be like, "Where's my money? Where's my money, man?" Yep. Armin Schlichting. Schlichting. Armin Schlichting. He's a cool guy. Boris Gran. Yeah. Where's my money, Gran? Marcus Kickerman. There's what do you call it? Nominative determinism at its very best. My Kelty Smickle. My Kelty Smickle. Is he another nationality or something? Because that is a weird name. It's Jamaican. But I mean, that's not a normal Jamaican name either. My Kelty Smickle. Ali McNally from, what is it? Harry McClary for Donaldson Dairy. Well, it's Ali McNally who lives in that alley. But yeah, anyway, I thought that was funny. Richard Winkleman, as my very humorous wife pointed out, his name's Dick Winkleman. That is funny. Sadiq Eggbeater. I'm sure, yeah, that's how you're supposed to say it as well, probably Eggbeater. Yeah, these are just some guys that I've signed. Trevor Nelson, it's good to see that he's stepped away from comedy and he's pursuing his career in professional football. Michael Grunt, oh, what a hero. Aggression 18 from Michael Grunt. Oh, great. Regis Kudim Banner. Banner, barely knows it. Could him though? Yeah, could Banner. Olivier. Oh, is it Olivier? There we go. Classic French. Dennis. Right, let's have a closer look at this. What is it? Siyunandan. Siyunandan? Dan, have you seen Yunan? Siyunandan. Anyway, Spaz Minchev. Oh, I love it. I wish these guys were world class. That would be even better. Vaisal Atta 7. I thought that was quite weird. Atta 6, Atta 7, Atta 8. Let's see. Is that the end of the funny names? Maybe, maybe not. Oh no. Amarildo Ikinki. I'm almost entirely sure that's not how you say that. But in fact, his first name is Amarildo. With all of that rhyming quality, and his surname is Ikinki. Very good stuff. Landing Diop. What kind of a first name is Landing? Oh, funny stuff. Clearly named after the South African World Cup ball, Enoch Jabulani Matali. Funny guy, Jabulani. Any other? Vlad Bumb. Oh, Vlad Bumb. He's actually not bad either. For us, he's a brave bum. He's a brave bum. Oh dear. I'm actually signing Mikel Teletexia. Again, that's probably not how you say that, but it's a lot like teletext. Come on, guys. He's it's a winger. Apparently, he's going to be very good. World-class right winger, and he's amazing in the air. But he's rubbish at finishing, so I'm not tempted to convert him to a striker. I instead want to train his vision and stuff, which is appalling. Such a weird. If they just swapped them, that would do him fine. But no, the beastly tall as well. He's 6'3", Spanish winger, traditional. Anders Anderson, can't beat those. And Antonio Jose Abelenda. So he's clearly a really nice guy. Anybody any more? I do not believe there are any more. But those are what I like to call the funny names. So we look back to continue with the Champions League obsession. I might film the first leg because there might be. Although, what if there's jeopardy in the second leg? I could just film both, I guess. Yeah, they would just be little quick ones, so that'll be alright. Okay, right, I shall do that. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you later, guys. Okay, bye.